So, what if I told you Salisbury steak was invented as a cure-all for digestive problems? Hello class and welcome back. Today we are talking about a topic that was suggested to me by a fan. They wanted me to talk about this history of Salisbury steak. So I looked into it because I did not know a lot about Salisbury steak. I knew it wasn't hamburger. Thank you so much for joining me today on this quick, short video. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, share with your friends. Every little bit helps and is really appreciated. Here we go. What is Salisbury steak? Besides one of my 3-year-old's favorite meals. Well, it is a dish made up of ground beef with a brown gravy sauce and is similar to its cousin, Hamburg steak. The name comes from Dr. James Salisbury. He lived from 1823 to 1905. He was an American physician and chemist. He was known for his advocacy of a meat-centered diet to promote health. And, of course, this is pre-Atkins. The term Salisbury steak refers to a ground beef patty served as an entree that has been used in the United States since 1897. The recipe has changed a bit throughout history to what we would now currently be familiar with. James, however, even recommended the beef be from well-fatted animals, ages 4 to 6. That was very specific, James. Very specific. He also recommended it to be boiled and used, like I said earlier, for a variety of digestive issues. Remember, this was the second half of the 19th century. So there was, at this time, a lot of cure-all claims for medicine. So, real quick, who was this James Salisbury? He was born in New York in 1823, and he did have a degree in science. He served as a physician in the Civil War. He promoted the Salisbury steak and coffee, gotta have coffee, as a cure-all for digestive issues, as I said earlier. He discovered in the Civil War that digestive issues and illnesses killed more soldiers than the war itself. Like many people before and since, he believed that food was the key to health and that certain foods could cure illness, especially of the intestinal variety. He spent 30 plus years conducting experiments about living on one food only. At first, he would do these by himself, but he eventually got others to join him in his experiments. He then determined lean beef minced to break down any connective tissue and fully cooked was the best and most easily digested food. He tested his theories during the Civil War on soldiers who were sick. He treated chronic diarrhea among the Union soldiers with the diet of chopped up meat and little else. Pretty much that's all he got. He was also an early pioneer of germ theory. Dr. James Salisbury was also one of the first physicians to indicate that animal fats were necessary for metabolic health. Something that contemporary nutritionalists have embraced again after a long time social moratorium on animal fats. He published his book, The Relation of Alimentation and Disease, in 1888, setting off one of the first fad diets. This diet remained popular for about 20 years and is very similar to low-carb diets we see today. It was more than 50 years after his death that America started to see Salisbury steak in frozen dinners like we may see today. They usually have sides such as mashed potatoes. Of course, this would have gone against Dr. Salisbury's whole premise, but the fact is that we still eat it today. Literally, I think we had it last night or the night before. However, it is generally not considered a healthy dish, at least not the frozen meal variety. So, some quick facts about modern Salisbury steak. Per the United States Department of Agricultural Standards, Salisbury steak must have a minimum meat content of 65%, and up to 25% of that can be derived from pork. No more than 30% of the Salisbury steak can be fat. To be labeled as Salisbury steak, the product must be completely cooked. So, do you have a favorite frozen TV dinner out there you may not want to admit to? It's okay. Let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this quick little history into Salisbury steak. Thank you for joining me, and as always, keep on learning. Bye!